So now that you know a little bit more about short-term rentals as a whole, and specifically short-term rentals on Hilton Head, what to look for, how to identify, let's talk about the process of purchasing, as well as after you purchase, the most important, how you handle the rentals moving forward to make sure you're maximizing your revenue. So first and foremost, it's very important to understand your goals, understand how much you want to spend, and to do that, you need to talk to a local expert like myself and or a lender if you are going to be financing. After you understand your goals, how much you're willing to pay, it's important to look for properties like I discussed in the previous video with an agent that can either give you virtual tours if you're not from here, provide rental histories, put together pro formas, and really evaluate the property as a investment because it's so number oriented. You don't want to forget about the personal use and you don't want to get too caught up in the details, but it's important to understand the ins and outs of the financing, your goals, and ultimately where is going to be the best fit for you. Once you find the property, we're a contract state of law. So the property, once the contract is signed, price, terms, condition, closing date, earnest money is deposited, we get our inspections, we move forward, you get everything done with the lender, and in about 30 to 40 days, you're closed. Which brings our next step, how to rent out the property once you're done. You really have two main ways to rent it out. You can either go with a traditional rental management company, which is going to be the easiest and turnkey solution. They are going to take anywhere from 15 to 25% off the top, and it's hands off. You just tell them when you want to use it and you get your check in the mail on a monthly basis. On the other side of things, you can manage your upfront bookings on VRBO, Airbnb, Booking.com, etc., and find a local cleaning company down here that syncs to your Airbnb and VRBO accounts, know exactly when cleans are, check-ins, check-outs. They automatically come, do the linens, toiletries, inspections, upload a picture to the portal, and then they charge you a one-time cleaning fee that you then pass on to your guests. That latter approach is a better way if you are specifically going after bottom line, but again, it comes down to your goals and what you're looking for. Regardless of how you do it, if you do go with a rental management company or if you are doing it yourself, you want to make sure you have extremely high quality pictures because people book off of emotions, and with the emotions, the pictures are the easiest way to capture that. A video tour, a floor plan, all of that stuff is also important. Another thing I want to mention is dynamic pricing. That's pricing that automatically changes that based off of occupancy in the area, the time of year, so on and so forth. So you're making sure you get people booked and for the most dollar amount possible to get them in the door. Looking at that as a whole, there are many different ways to go about it, but you want to ultimately make sure if you are doing it yourself, you are on multiple channels, meaning Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, and then you sync all of those channels to a channel manager, which is just one platform to manage all of those, which syncs to your dynamic pricing. I'm happy to go into more detail with all of that stuff and really weigh out the options, but it's important to understand that you do have two different options. Once you identify the property, buy the property, again, you're gonna have to honor 90 days of future rentals if they are booked, but then it's important to also understand, how do you wanna rent it? How hands-on can you be? And what is your minimum return? Will all go into different factors as far as how you ultimately rent it out once you get the property. So again, most important thing is the property, second is how you rent it out. And if you are looking for a short-term rental, if you are looking to build wealth via real estate, if you want to have your place of your own on Hilton Head to offset expenses, please reach out to me, Brandon Greenplate, 843-422-4792. I'll put my email down below. I look forward to being in touch and helping you build wealth through real estate via short-term rentals here on Hilton Head Island.